And we should be live. I can't for the life of me figure out why the lighting is so bad today, though. It's not that bad, it's not that overcast. I mean, opposite. It's not that sunny behind me, surely, that it's washing me out that much. We'll see. We'll see what happens when a few more people join. Or when anyone joins. No one's here yet. It kinda helps if I lean forward a little bit. There we go, I think that'll be okay. Hello, welcome to the stream, everybody. I apologise for the lighting today, there's not much I can do about it. I need stronger lights on my desk, stronger LEDs. Because it's a nice sunny day today, there's a lot of light coming from behind me. So again, if I look a bit dark, I apologise. I could close the curtains, but then the whole room would be dark, and that wouldn't be much better. But hello, welcome back. It's Farm Sim Friday again, so we're going to be playing some FS22. And it should be a good one. Looking forward to it. We're going to start planting our crops for the season. Have you pre-ordered FS25? Yes, I have, Callum. I have pre-ordered the collector's edition of FS25. Less than 2 months to go now. It drops on the 12th of November, so officially less than 2 months until the release of Farming Simulator 25. I'm very, very excited for that. Okay, we'll give it a couple of minutes, as always. Let people start to roll in. Can already tell that a couple of people are joining from my my video that I've just posted. I've started doing a thing where whenever I go live, I post a little video just to sort of announce the live. It does help the live to reach more people, but it also does attract a certain audience. As you can see. Okay, we got about... Oh, we just jumped up to 75. Okay. We'll not hang around too long. We did already start a little bit late, so I'm going to switch over to the game right away. There we go. Okay. So hopefully you can see and hear me alright, and once we actually get into the game you should be able to see and hear that alright as well. Just make sure all the windows are in the right place, because TikTok Studio has a habit of moving them about. Okay, should be good. Right then, let's get straight into the game. Let's not waste any time today. We've got plenty to be getting on with, so... Let me turn the timescale down for a start, though. So, it is... Ooh. As you can see in the top right, it's currently 1983. Oh, hold on, I'm going to have to unplug my controller because it's causing some drift issues. Every time I need to unplug something, I have to go under the desk now, because everything's down here. I'll be back in a sec. Oh, now we've lost the lights. Ooh. Okay, sorry about that, everybody. A few technical difficulties, I do apologise. I've successfully unplugged the controller. Anyway, let's get on with the actual game then, shall we? Oh, why can't I move? There we go. Okay, so, it's 1983. We're in February at the moment. So we are going to be doing some planting in today's stream in just a few moments. I'm also going to start to hopefully upgrade some of our equipment. I mentioned this last week. My original plan was that we were going to just out and out buy a new tractor. In particular, the one that we had our eye on was the Fiat 1300 DT, this one here. And I would still like to get my hands on this tractor, but I think what I'm going to do instead of buying it is we're going to lease it. I've got the lease to buy mod on, so we can lease it for a while, and then when we can afford it, we can pay the rest and buy it. But if we lease it now instead of buying it straight away, then we'll have enough money to buy ourselves a new field. And that's what I think we really need to be doing to start building up our money a bit more, is we need to expand our actual farmland itself. So at the minute, we own 3 fields. We got the farm here, which is plot 82. We got this area here, plot 79, plot 4, and plot 10. But it's not a lot. This is a very small amount of field space in the grand scheme of things. And we've got money now. We got enough money that I think it would be a good idea to start expanding a little bit. So what I'm thinking is there anything... 1 second. Ooh. Why is that not working? Okay, I'm having a couple more problems right now with the menu. For some reason is not it's not letting me navigate properly. What is going on here right now? Okay. Apologies again, everybody. We're having more technical issues now. For some reason, the game itself has started playing up. Okay, that seems to have fixed it. Apologies once again. It's going to be one of those streams where everything that can go wrong does go wrong. Okay, what I was trying to say is we're going to have a look at buying ourselves a new field. And I'm thinking the best option would be to get one... I'm looking at field 70 down here. I don't know why. For some reason, this one seems to be jumping out at me at the minute. Let's have a look at how much it would cost. 223,000. Okay, so we can't afford that. That's 0.61 hectares. I mean, we can afford that, but then we won't be able to buy anything else. So we want to be looking at something like less than 0.5, realistically. That one's 0.55, 218k. 0.49, 155k. That's not too bad. And we can inspect that one because it's next to the animal dealer. So if we travel to the animal dealer, which is incredibly loud... so this field here is... What's going on down here? Oh, weird. That wasn't us, was it? I don't think it was. This one here is 155 grand. Someone said field 9. Let's have a look at field 9. Plot 16. 105? That's not too bad. So it's still along the bottom here. That's this one. No, it's not. It's this one. Ooh. Very rough terrain, though. It's I don't like that it's got this big dip here. But then again, so does that one. I'd like something a little bit flatter, if we can find it. Any of the fields that are quite small. What's going on in 56 there? Or 67 on the plot map. That's only 105k. That's quite a cheap one. It's quite a square one. And hopefully it's quite a flat one as well. That's this one. Yeah, it's not particularly flat. What about 7? That's. I think that's a bit too big. That's going to be way too expensive. 70 is flat and isn't that much. That's. Oh, I mean 19. Oh yeah, right. So the thing is, the fields have a different number to the plots. So let me know what plot number you're referring to, not the field number. So plot number 19, someone said. Oh, plot 7, which is field 19. Okay. Oh, I know the one you mean. Yeah, 172k. That's quite a big field for the price as well. That's I remember that field. I think we've done some work in that field. And it is fairly flat and a decent price as well. Let's have a quick look at it. We really need a car. We still don't actually have a car. So we're just sort of walking around on foot whenever we want to check stuff out. And we've gone the wrong way. We'll go for a quick swim. This one here with the lime in it. Okay. So it's fairly flat. It is on a hill, but it's not too steep of a hill. I like that it's not square. It's a little bit irregular, which is always fun. And it's a pretty decent price as well, so I might go for this one. A couple more to check out. Plot 46 has been suggested, which is out of our price range, unfortunately. And plot 17, someone suggested as well. That one's also out of our price range. So I think we'll go for 7. It's a very good price for the size, 172k. It's 0.5 hectares. I think it'll do us nicely. It's within our price range. It's very close to the home to the farm, which is handy as well. So yeah, I think we'll get that one. Let's do it. Check what plot 6 is. Oh, it's a bit late now, but it would have been outside our price range anyway. I was hoping it'd be something less than 100k, to be honest. So it is quite a lot, but this should be good. It's already been fertilized. Not fertilized, sorry. It's already had lime spread on it, which is very good. It's been ploughed, so it doesn't need ploughing at all. It does have stones, but we can get a roller on it. In fact, that will be our first job of the day, is we'll start rolling it. But of course we have already sold all of our tractors from the last stream, apart from the tiny 45 horsepower Massey. Where's the roller? Did I sell the roller as well? I might have sold the roller. Well, it doesn't matter because we're gonna be leasing tractors from now on anyway. What's the map? The map is Osada, O-S-A-D-A. Where's the Fiat gone all of a sudden? There we go. Okay, so we're going to take it stock standard. I believe it's button... do I want to lease it for 14k? Yes, that is what we're going to do. I'm also going to sell the truck for almost 200k. That's a very good price, because what we can do is when it comes to the next selling period, we can just lease the truck, use it to sell the crop, and then return it. So we're going to sell the Fiat, which is going to get us way back up to 243k. Not bad at all. And then we're also going to lease a roller. And we can go for the bigger roller now. Just do the money glitch, it's clear, it's quicker. I'm not doing any money glitches, nothing like that. I think if you're just going to cheat in a bunch of money, what's the point in playing the game? If you enjoyed playing it like that, then fair enough, but I think it's much more enjoyable to actually earn the money. Oh. Okay, here we go. This is one of my all-time favourite tractors, by the way, so I'm looking forward to taking this for a spin. And we finally upgraded to something a bit bigger. It's still a fairly old, classic-looking tractor, but it is a big improvement over our previous stuff. What's happened to my wheel as well? For some reason, my wheel seems to have an enormous dead zone now. That could be because of because I've unplugged my stuff and rearranged my desk recently. Like, look at that. That's massive, massive dead zone there. And I can't really change it right now from the in-game menu. I'd have to go back to the main menu. So I'll stick with it for now, and if it gets unbearable, we'll go back to the game options and change it. What's the map? The map, Zaxa, is Osada, O-S-A-D-A. It's because you unplugged it, my old wheel did the same. Yeah, I imagine that's not surprising that that's caused problems. Transgender says Waffleorca. Yes, I am. Okay. Yeah, this is bad. I'm gonna quit real quick. Just because we can't be dealing with that all day. It's gonna very quickly become an annoyance. Let me just... Okay. Dead zone. See, it always puts the dead zone back up to 14%. I always have my dead zone turned way down to 0%. For all of these, by the way. Ooh. Okay, which one is the steering? Oh, normally it detects that, but it isn't right now. Okay, never mind. We've changed it. That's the main thing. So now we're going to have to load back in again, which will take a few minutes. I might as well start my drink. I'm drinking root beer today. AW root beer. I've not tried this brand before, so I have no idea what to expect. It smells like Listerine. It tastes like Listerine. Interesting. If you gave me that in an unbranded, like nondescript bottle and asked me to identify it, I would say that was Listerine. But it's okay, I like Listerine, I like the taste of that. Am I on next gen? I'm on my PC, Greg. You can't see my PC anymore because it's underneath my desk now. I recently moved it down there, but previously I did have it up on top of my desk. But I wanted a bit more space. But yeah, I am a PC player. I've been for a few years. I grew up on PlayStation. I was always a PlayStation kid. But I made the switch to PC a few years ago when I did game design at uni. Because I needed one to work on. So I thought I might as well just game on it as well. And I've been a PC player ever since. Thoughts on PS5 Pro? I haven't actually tried the PS5 or the PS5 Pro, Munzel, so I genuinely have no idea, to be honest with you. Are you not ashamed? Says Lirim Maloku. I assume you mean ashamed. And no, I don't have. What do I have to be ashamed of? I'm proud. So the complete opposite of ashamed. I'm sure you'd like me to be ashamed of what I am and who I am, but I'm not. I'm very, very happy and very, very proud. How's your day been? Very good, STFC. How are you doing today? Welcome back. Hey, Anders. How are you doing? What crops you planting and harvesting? We haven't decided yet, BP. We still have one more day before it's actually planting time. Sorry, I'm just dealing with chat a little bit. Okay, we should be in. There we go. Oh, why is it drifting now? Oh God. Okay, I'm not. I'm not happy. First of all. Okay, the steering is a lot better. No, actually, it's not. It's exactly the same. Have I even changed anything there? God, this is a nightmare. What has that... Did you just watched me go into my settings and turn my dead zone down to 0, and I did save. It said settings applied, and it's still exactly the same. What's... Okay, this is going to go down as the most cursed stream of Farming Sims so far. It just gets worse and worse. What is the problem? What is... Okay, hang on. Friday the 13th. Oh my God, Munzel, you're right. It is actually Friday the 13th. Maybe I genuinely am having bad luck today. Restart FS. I think I'm going to have to. Brandon Lee. Oh, do you have to restart after you've applied the settings change? Maybe that's why it didn't actually make any difference. That would make sense, actually. Okay, relaunching the game. We will get there. Fit check says STFC. You certainly can have a fit check. So, not much to report today. Low makeup. But I do have this rather nice top with a little cutout, which I think is quite nice. Hold on. Here, 1 second. I'll switch over to the big camera just for a second. There we go. Yeah, you can see nice cutout detail top. I always feel a bit uncomfortable wearing tops like this because of the cutout, because it means that I have to have to take one of the straps off my bra, so it's just hanging down on one side. I always get a bit paranoid that it's just going to all collapse and expose me to the world. But so far, so good. Okay, 1 second. Or wear a strapless. Strapless is even worse, Lachlan, because then there's literally nothing to stop them from just falling down. Okay, let's try that. How's the spider? Very good outside, boys. I just bought her some new mealworms. So don't worry, she's not going hungry. Does she shed? She hasn't yet. We've had her for about, well, I've had her for about 2 months now, and she's not shown any signs of shedding. It's possible that she might have already reached adulthood, because when I bought her, she was advertised as subadult, like not quite fully grown. But normally they shed like once a month, jumping spiders. So the fact that she hasn't kind of suggests that she might already be fully grown. She might just be a bit older than I thought she was when I bought her. What's your name? My name is Saul, Ben, and yes, my family do still like me. Does my family know? Yes, they do, Elliot. They've known for 3 years, which is how long I've been out for. What was their reaction? Good. Good, Elliot. Very surprisingly good, because I was very worried when I came out, because it's always risky. You never know really for sure which way it's going to go. A part of me was very worried that they wouldn't take it well, but they did. They've been very, very good about it from day one. They've always been very supportive of me. Do I have real lemons? No, I don't, Ben. These are just foam padding. As I mentioned before, I just wear a bra with a lot of inserts in it. which again is why I'm always so worried to wear stuff that requires me to remove the straps on my bra, because there's literally nothing there to hold it up. How much was the wheel? £230, Justin. That's better. Okay. Oh, never mind. Okay, so the steering is better now. The camera is still drifting a little bit. And also, no, hang on. How is it still not fixed? I don't... I'm not going to try and fix it again. Am I still packing down there? Yes, I am, Callum. Do you wear bikinis in pools? I don't like swimming, Elliot. I haven't been swimming in like 5 years, which was before I came out, so... Ben Tozer, can I have my name on the board? For $5 a month, yes you can. Join my Patreon, and then you get your name on the board. Map name is Osada. Yeah, what I'm not going to try and fix it in today's stream because it's going to take forever to figure out what's actually causing it. But I'll just have to grin and bear it for today. But in like off camera, I'll try and figure it out. It's probably something to do with it maybe because I've like unplugged the wheel and then plugged it back into a different port or something, like plugged it into a different USB socket, so it's not actually properly recognizing the wheel, or it will be some convoluted bollocks like that. But we'll grin and bear it for now. Windows update? I've just updated my Windows. It could be like the drivers or something like that. I'm like I say, I'll try and fix it off camera. I think for today it shouldn't be too much of a problem. I had GPU driver updates yesterday, says the Lovable Stoner. Like I say, it is most likely either a driver thing or the wheels not being properly recognised because I've moved it to a different USB port. Either way, we'll just live with it for today, and I'll make sure to sort it off camera before next Friday. I mean, it worked fine on Euro Truck. We played Euro Truck on Tuesday, and there were absolutely no issues. But Farming Sim is a bit more temperamental with controllers anyway, I've noticed. Is that wheel worth buying? Yes, I would definitely say it is, Aowen. I know right now this is not the best advertisement for it because it's not working properly today, but generally speaking it is a very good wheel to get started with. You know, it is the kind of wheel that you want to upgrade when you've got a bit more money, and I do intend on upgrading it fairly soon. But it's not a bad wheel to get started with. Can you do an RDR2 playthrough on stream one day? Says Elliot. Probably not, Elliot. It's not the sort of game that I think I'd enjoy streaming. Am I going to stream that PS1 game on Sunday? Yes, I am. STFC, don't worry, there will be more Abe's Exodus on Sunday. I think we're actually going to finish it. We are like 2/3 of the way through the game, so Sunday stream should be the last part of Abe's Exodus, and possibly the last part of Sci-Fi Sunday for a while. I mentioned that I didn't want Sci-Fi Sunday to be a regular series. I wanted it to be just something that I do every now and then. So I think once we've finished Abe's Exodus, I might take a break from Sci-Fi Sunday and not do any for a while. But it will come back, and if there are any other sci-fi games you want me to check out, you know, do DM me with your recommendations, and I'll see. I am planning on playing Alien Isolation at some point, and possibly some of the other Oddworld games. Stranger's Wrath in particular, I think, would be great for streaming. What's the map? The map is Osada, O-S-A-D-A. Trans? Yes, I am trans, Luke. It also seems to be pulling to the left, which again is because of, well, we don't know why it is yet, but I'm assuming it's the same problem that's causing the sensitivity settings to not be applied properly. But if I just drive in a straight line, it feels like it's pulling off towards the left. What's your motivation? How to motivate people who want to come out but are scared of not being supported? Says Sonny. That's a good question, Sonny, and I don't think I'm really a good person to answer it, to be honest, because I've been incredibly lucky in my own personal situation that my family have been so great about it. Like, you know, I'm not trying to say that in a bragging way or anything. I just mean that, like, I don't really have that experience of you know, of not being accepted by my family and stuff like that, so I can't really give any advice on what to do in that sort of situation. I would say, you know, the best advice that I could give on the subject is try to sort of figure out, before you come out, try to figure out how your family might react. Obviously you can't say with 100% certainty what they're going to say about it. It could go well, it could go badly. But I would say the best thing to do is just sort of try and gauge their opinion on the subject before you actually come out. And obviously, if you're in a situation where you are dependent on your family, if you're living with family, or, you know, that sort of thing, then it is very, very risky to come out, because you don't want to end up out on the street, you know, or whatever. You don't want to end up with them taking it badly and getting kicked out. So I would say, like I say, try and sort of gauge the situation before you actually come out to them. And if you do live with them, and if, like, you know, if it's a case of potentially getting kicked out, make sure you got somewhere to go if it does go badly. Make sure you got someone, like a backup plan, someone who you can go to if they do kick you out or anything like that. Can you play Subnautica with a Logitech controller? Yes, you can, Wookie. I have played Subnautica with this exact controller. There's the controller. I have played Subnautica with this exact controller on stream, actually, back in my very short-lived Twitch days. I played a bit of Subnautica. Afternoon, ma'am. How are you? I'm okay, Alex. How are you? Why did you stop Twitch, says Jake? It just never went anywhere, Jake. I was on Twitch for about 2 months, and I got 10 followers in that entire time. Admittedly, back then I didn't really know how to put myself out there or anything, how to advertise, as it were. But yeah, in that entire 2 months, I only ever got 10 followers. So I just kind of thought, this isn't working out. I'm gonna try something else. And eventually, I got round to TikTok, and I've had a lot more success here. Let's put it that way. You know, I mean, we're nearly at 5k. We might even hit 5k in today's stream if we're very lucky. I don't see it myself because the stream had some teething troubles at the start, and I know that that's probably driven a lot of potential viewers away. But hopefully we can still hit 5k today. We'll see what happens. But yeah, to answer your question, basically, it just wasn't going anywhere. Like literally nobody was watching. Whereas here on TikTok, you know, I actually have quite a decent audience. 5k in just a few months is I think quite impressive. I'm very pleased with the success that I've had here on TikTok. And once again, just to quickly mention, if you are enjoying the stream and you haven't already followed, please do. And if you know anyone who might be interested in my streams or my videos, you know, share them, send them, whatever you can. Because I really am trying to hit 5k. We've been very close for a long time now, and it just seems like every single stream we end up just a little bit short. But we have only got 80 to go now, so I'm really keeping my fingers crossed for today. So like I say, please do share, please do send videos to your friends, whatever, and help me get to 5k. It is very, very, very much appreciated. Oh, we should have had the time scale up, by the way. Interesting outfit for farming, says Trent. Thanks, Trent. Yes, none of my outfits that I wear are very appropriate for the jobs that I'm doing, admittedly. If you look back at some of my previous farm sim streams, I've worn way less appropriate outfits than this for farming. Am I going to do any Halloween streams during Halloween? I don't know, Rupert. I haven't really got anything Halloween themed planned or anything like that. Maybe I could do some scary games. I might actually be taking a short break at Halloween as well. Only for a week. But obviously, Halloween and then Bonfire Night very soon after. And I usually visit my friends at Halloween, and we have a get-together and spend the night or whatever. So, yeah, around Halloween time, around like the end of October, start of November, I might just have a week off, just recharge my batteries a little bit. And that's also just before Farming Sim 25 comes out as well. So what we might actually do is do the last stream of FS22, and then I'll take a week off, and then we'll come back fresh with the release of FS25 and start like a brand new series. We'll see what happens. Ooh, this is still not good. Have you ever played FIFA? No, Rupert. I'm not interested in FIFA or football, generally. Okay, let's have a look at the state of the fields then, right now. So that should be free of stones now. What? It isn't. Let me guess, they were big stones and the roller only does small stones. Great. So we are 50 minutes in, and so far we have done absolutely nothing. Like, literally nothing has happened, apart from the fact that we've rented this tractor. This stream really is cursed. And this as well. I'm gonna level with you. I don't know what to do right now. I just don't know what to do. Because this is a problem. This is getting absolutely ridiculous. Hold on. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the menu real quick. The main menu. Okay, so I think I see what potentially may be a slight problem here. It says here that the device connected is a side panel control deck. It doesn't actually say that the wheel is connected, so I'm wondering if maybe it thinks this wheel is the side panel or some bollocks like that. So what I'm going to try and do real quick is I'm going to unplug the wheel and then plug it back in again, and we'll see if anything happens. Okay, I'm going under the desk once more. Right. Wheel. There. Has anything happened? Oh. Okay, that appears to have changed nothing. Oh, this is not good. This is very, very bad. What's it saying now? Okay, hold on. Ah. No, that's the credits. Aha! Okay. Everybody stay calm. See now at the top it says heavy equipment wheel and pedal. And if I turn the wheel... There we go, look at that. It's actually recognising the wheel now. So yeah, I think what happened was the game thought that the wheel was the panel. But I've unplugged it and then plugged it back in, and it has, would you believe it, fixed the problem. Okay, so now we just turn the dead zone down to 0 on everything once again. Save successfully. Okay, brake and accelerate there. Steering there. That seems okay. Okay. Save successfully. Then we restart the game. Okay. Never easy. And here's me thinking, oh, it's going to be a great stream today. We're going to play some farming sim. We're going to get to 5k. And instead, we've spent the first hour troubleshooting, basically. Okay, sorry guys, a few questions. You never answer me, so I've come on here to say what's AMA. AMA means ask me anything, RM. How much did the wheel and panel cost? £230. That's for the wheel, pedal, and pedals, all in one bundle. Thanks for following Liam O'Connell and James5470. Duck says different can. Yes, I'm drinking AW root beer today. As mentioned earlier, it's the first time I've ever tried this particular root beer, and it tastes exactly like a bottle of Listerine, like indistinguishable. But I like the taste of Listerine, so I'm not complaining. Where's the kitten, says Daryl. He's not in here today. My brother's in today, so I don't have to watch the kitten. "70 followers," says Poppy Pork. We could still do it today. There's still 2 hours left. Please, 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 if you are enjoying and you haven't already followed, please do. Share the stream with your friends. Send my videos, etc., etc., etc. You know the drill. Do what you have to. Help me get to 5k. Turn on the beacon on the side panel. So the beacon, James, will only work if I actually drive a vehicle with a beacon on it, which unfortunately I don't actually have at the minute. We sold our Combine last week, which was the only one we did have. Although, actually, no, does the Fiat that we've just bought, does the new Fiat have a beacon light on it? Because if it does, then I can show you. Can you play piano for us? Not today, full stop. I actually did a piano live stream on Wednesday, and thank you everyone who did attend, everyone who came along to my live stream on Wednesday, where I played some music from the first 2 Sonic games. It was very fun. I really enjoyed it, and I hope you did too. It wasn't my most popular stream by a long shot, but it was still a lot of fun all the same. And I may do more piano streams in the future. We'll see what happens. How do you have Osada? I'm not sure what you mean by that, Oscar MM. It's just I'm on PC if there's any confusion, but I think it's a crossplay map anyway. So What does the beacon do? The beacon just lights up whenever I drive a tractor with a beacon in the game, as you will see in a moment. How long have you played Piano 4, says Felix? About 10 years, Felix. There we go. Okay, the drift is still occurring. But the real question is... There we go, that's all I'm bothered about. I can deal with the drift. The drift isn't a problem. What is a problem is that we don't seem to be accelerating. Oh. Why are we not moving? You can see the accelerator moving right there. And for some reason we can reverse, but we can't go forwards. Oh, I've had enough today. Oh my god, what? How? What? Okay, whatever. It's moving now. I'm not going to complain. It's moving. That's the main thing. I've got a feeling that I'm going to have to take several hours off camera trying to figure out exactly what's causing this problem, because now it won't reverse, now it'll only go forwards. I don't know, and I frankly I don't care at this point in the stream. I'm so... And it doesn't have a beacon on it either, so unfortunately I can't show you the beacon light right now. Okay. That happened to me with that tractor. Okay, so it might be the tractor that's the problem in this case, but, you know, given all the other problems that we've had with the wheel today, I would have assumed it was also that. Either way, let's do a contract. No contracts. There's not one single contract available. Okay, good. We can't plant anything because it's February. Nothing that we can actually harvest anyway, because we don't have a beet harvester. What can we do? What can we actually do? Just tell me something that I can do right now. And what is that? What? Go forwards. Why? You can hear me hitting the accelerator. You can see the accelerator in the cab moving. I'm telling you, I'm so done with this game right now. Now it moves. I mean, I'm not sure what we actually need it for anyway, but there's literally nothing else we can do right now. You know what? I think we're just gonna skip straight ahead to March. There's literally nothing else that we can do in February right now without buying new equipment. Let's just call that wasted day and just go ahead to March and actually plant something. Okay. It's crop season. Okay, we can plant something. Finally, let's... What am I planting? Somebody tell me. we can plant wheat, barley, oats. If we want to plant sorghum, we're going to wait till tomorrow, but then we can also do soybeans, sunflowers, and so on and so forth. Okay, so there's your options. Let me know what you want me to plant. Wheat, barley, oat, corn, sunflowers, soybeans, or sorghum. Those are your options. Do tell. Sunflowers, barley, soybeans. So another one for sunflower. Well, we got 4 fields. Let's take the tractor that actually works. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, we got 4 fields, so let's go and have a look at each field and decide what we want to plant in each one. Farm Sim Friday, I see it is indeed Leighton, yes. Okay, so first field, this one here. Covered with lime at the moment. Is there a handbrake? I don't think there is. Okay, so this, I think, is our biggest field at the moment. Let's have a look at the map, actually. We'll check the size of the fields, and then we can decide what we want to put in each one. So this is 0.46 hectares, 0.39, 0.33, and 0.34. So these 3 are all about the same size. Field 7 is significantly bigger. So, I mean, it's up to you guys. Last year we planted sorghum. Excuse me. We planted sorghum and oats. I'm thinking this year we could potentially plant 3 crops, maybe, or actually maybe we make it 2. Maybe if we plant the big field with something like sunflowers, for instance, and then do all 3 of the other fields with a grain crop, because that I think will get us some decent money. So a couple of people suggested corn, a couple for sunflowers. I think we best have a look at what our seeder can actually plant as well. Never mind, we don't have a seeder. Ooh. Excuse me? $143k. And that combine's a good price as well. I'll tell you what I'm thinking. You probably guess what I'm thinking right now. I'm thinking that I should return the Fiat that we have currently leased and buy this one. And we should also buy the E512 combine, which is a much bigger combine than what we previously had. Let me just have a look at the headers for that combine before we make any rash decisions. So we can get a 6-meter header for it, as well as a header for sunflowers and corn. Our previous combine was the FAR M66 with a 3.2 meter header, so it is a bigger header, definitely. But the combine itself, is it a better combine? Yes, it is. Absolutely. In fact, it's probably going to be the best combine that we can get at the moment. So I'm thinking we should buy that. Let me know, guys, if you think I should go ahead and buy the Fiat 1300 DT and the Fortra E512 from the used vehicle sale. Yeah, buy it? Okay, let's... Well, the combine, definitely. We need a new combine, and that's a good price for a combine. The Fiat, I'm not so sure about. I'll buy the combine. I'll buy the combine right now. Let's buy the combine. We're going to buy it as is, as well. I always make a habit, whenever I buy stuff from the used vehicle store, I like to not customize it in any way. So we'll take it as is, which is the cabless version. And it has a beacon light, so here we go. Let's get it back to the farm. Would you not buy a class, says Brian? There are no classes available at the minute, Brian. So we're using a mod called Through the Years, which means that certain equipment is locked at the moment. We can't buy any equipment from past 1984. But I mean, just a look at this compared to our previous combine. You might remember the M66, the little red combine that we used for the last harvest. This is already a much better, much bigger and better combine. We can't really use it for a few more months yet, but you know, picking it up for such a discount is definitely worth it. What map? The map is Osada, Tom. That's O-S-A-D-A. Remember to pull over when you can to let the traffic pass. Good point, Becky. Let's pull over right now, because we have got quite a queue forming behind us. And now it won't start again. Okay, so it definitely... There's definitely still a problem with the wheel. Oh, now we've hit someone. I can't reverse. I literally cannot reverse. I'm sorry, but... There's definitely still something wrong, because for some reason I can't accelerate. Like, if I reverse and then change to forward gear, it just won't move. And vice versa. I can't, like, go from forward gear to reverse. It just won't do it. So there is still definitely an issue with the wheel that I will try to sort out off camera. Very annoying, but at least we can still drive, and we did fix the issue with the dead zone, so at least it can steer okay now. Still not perfect, but slightly better than it was earlier. I think the steering sensitivity could do with being turned up a bit as well, but I'll do all that off camera. We've spent enough time trying to sort that today. What happened, says Devout? Basically what happened is I recently unplugged my wheel because I was moving my setup about, And whenever you unplug the wheel and then plug it back in again, Farming Sim is not happy. So basically I've spent the first hour of the stream trying to get the wheel to actually work. And it's still not quite right, but we're too far into the stream for me to fix it right now, so we're just going to have to grin and bear it, and I will sort it off camera. Okay. In fact, you know what? We might as well sell the bloody roller as well, because we're not going to use it. It's leased anyway. It doesn't matter. Okay. Let's return the Fiat. Let's return the roller. Let's not return the seeder. I completely forgot that we leased a seeder, because we can actually use that for this year's crop. Although, let's buy the Fiat. No, let's do one thing at a time. Let's actually get the combine into the shed first. Let's not just leave it out there with the engine running. Before we do anything else, let's get our new combine inside. Oh, won't reverse again. Them gates are a pain. Yes, they are, Morgan. I really wish the gates opened inwards. The fact that they open outwards into the track is just so stupid. Okay, this is going to be impossible. And I mean this is going to be literally impossible, because every time I want to change from forward to reverse, I have to get out of the tractor and then get back in again. It's going to be easier for me to just leave this parked up next to a wall and sort it out later. You stay there. Okay. Now I'm going to buy the used Fiat 1500 DT. There we go. And we've just gone right down again in terms of money, but it means we've got a new tractor. It's ours to keep, and it's better than our previous one. Okay. So the Azaria is still the best seeder at the minute, so we'll just keep hold of it. What map? The map is Osada. So once again, it is now decision time. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to plant one crop in the big field and then a different crop in the 3 small fields. So the big field is going to be either sunflowers, corn, or soybeans. So put your votes in on that. Let me know if you want me to plant sunflowers, soybeans, or corn. And then the smaller fields are going to be some kind of grain crop. So that could be wheat, barley, oat, or sorghum. And again, let me know what grain crop you want me to plant in those. What gender are you, if you don't mind me asking? I'm a trans woman, Daniel Flynn. So I was assigned male at birth, but I identify as a woman. Put beacon on. This tractor doesn't have a beacon, so it won't do anything. The one next to you? Yeah, again, this will only light up if the tractor itself has a beacon on it, so it won't work right now. Do I believe in God? I don't, Ella Gorange, no. I'm not a religious person myself. Bit of a lag spike there. So we're going to have to plant the grain crop first anyway, because we don't have a planter, we've only got a seeder. So the sowing machine that we've got currently, we can only plant our grain crops with it. We'll need to get a different one for the sunflowers and corn, or whichever we decide to plant. But do let me know what grain crop we should plant. So our options there are wheat, barley, oat and sorghum. We can plant all of those today except sorghum. We will have to wait until tomorrow. Okay, the problem is still persisting. There we go. Okay, we're finally getting somewhere, almost halfway through the stream. We've finally gotten the seeder ready to go. So, I've just emptied it out. Yeah, so this one can do wheat, barley, oat. This one can do soybeans, actually. So actually, I know I said I'd let you guys decide what we planted, but if we do plant sunflowers or corn, we will have to buy a new seeder. Whereas this one, if we plant soybeans, we can plant them right now with this thing. So I am actually gonna, I'm gonna make the executive decision to plant soybeans in the big fields. But you can still decide which grain crop you want me to plant in the smaller fields. Once again, we got wheat, barley, oats, and sorghum. Let me know which of those four you want me to plant. We can't plant the soybeans today anyway, so again, I'm going to narrow it down to wheat, barley, and oat so that we can actually plant today. So let me know, guys, should I plant wheat, barley, or oats? Pronoun says Louis, she, her. Thanks for asking, Louis. Barley. We've got one vote for barley. Let's get down there. Another vote for barley. Barley. Okay, barley seems to be taking the lead. So I think that has decided our crops for this year. We are going to plant barley in our 3 small fields, and then we'll plant soybeans in the big fields. And that's the plan. What's it for, says Dylan? At the minute, we're just going to sell it directly. Whoops. We don't yet have a processing plant. We don't have a flour mill or anything like that, so we're just going to sell whatever we grow directly. Do I not do silage? No, Dylan. I don't really enjoy doing silage, if we're being honest. It's not a job that I like. I know there is good money in it. It's like, I think, the fastest way to make money in the game, but I just don't really like it. Okay, I pressed the wrong button there. Turn on Cedar. Oh wait, we need to pick the right type, don't we? Turn off Cedar. Select seed. Barley. Okay. Turn on Cedar. No. Oh my god. Lower Cedar. Can I drive a real car? No, Crystal. I don't have a driver's license in real life. Are we planting? It's very hard to tell because of all the dust, and also the ground texture is not changed at all from where we have planted. But the seeder is using seed, so presumably something is going into the ground right now. I forgot that the time was on 13 times as well. We're never going to get all this planted before it gets dark. Okay. Have we actually planted anything there? We have. Good. We have planted barley. It's impossible to tell where we've planted and where we haven't, so this is going to be an exceptionally difficult task. I don't... Has the texture changed at all? Oh, it has a very, very... It's a tiny, tiny bit darker. I am not going to be able to tell where we've been and where we haven't been. But I'll do my best. Whoa, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh. And now we're not planting anything because the seeder's not turned on. What PC do you have? Says Gabbers. My PC, Gabs, has a... hold on. Intel i5 6500 CPU, 32 gig RAM, and Asus GTX 1050 Ti 3 GB GPU. Okay, actually, from this angle, I can see where we've planted, which is handy. So as long as the sun stays in this position, which it should, because I've turned the time down to 0.5, I will get that bit there that I missed, don't worry. Map name, the map name is Osada, O-S-A-D-A. What's the aim of the game? To farm and to make money from it. That's basically it. It's so difficult to tell where I've been. Like, I can just about make it out from this angle. This is getting very annoying as well, the fact that I have to get out of the tractor every time I want to change from forward to reverse. And sometimes even then it doesn't work. I mean, that would just be the cherry on top of today's absolutely awful stream, wouldn't it, if the internet stopped working? Drop. Hey, says Barth Flynn, how you doing? You've upgraded since I've last been here. You used to have the Massey 35. We still have the Massey, Bath, believe it or not. We have sold our other two tractors, the Zetor and the Farmall, but I especially kept the Massey because I really, really love that particular tractor. So yeah, that's still here. It's still in our vehicle roster, but we have upgraded to the Fiat DT as well, 1300 DT. Okay, we've missed a couple of tiny bits, but under the circumstances, considering that the wheel is being very temperamental today, I think we've done a pretty good job. Let's just move swiftly on, shall we? What horsepower would that Fiat be? I believe it's 150. Or at least brand new stock, it should be 150, but we did get this in the used vehicle sale, so it might have lost a couple over the years. Map. The map is Osada, James. That's O-S-A-D-A. It's a Polish map. It's on the mod hub, and it is crossplay. There's definitely still some drift. It seems like we're pulling to the right now. Earlier on it was drifting to the left, but now it seems to be drifting to the right. Might need to put a small dead zone on of like 1 or 2%. If you've just joined, by the way, and you're wondering why I'm getting in and out of the tractor every 5 seconds, it's because my steering wheel is bugged out at the minute, and whenever I change from forward to reverse, I have to get out of the tractor and back in again for it to actually move. It's very annoying. I'm well aware of that. But what would be even more annoying is if I paused the stream and spent half an hour trying to fix it. So I'm going to fix it off camera in time for the next stream. And for today, you'll just have to put up with it. Do I go to the gym? I don't go to the gym, Ella. You can probably tell. I thought it was just a weird feature of the game. No, definitely not, Shona. No, it's not the game. It's the wheel itself, or well, specifically the pedals in this instance, have bugged out a little bit. Am I excited for the next farming sim? I certainly am, Ollie. I've pre-ordered the collector's edition, so I'll be playing it right here on stream as soon as it comes out. Probably should have done a headland here, because we are going to miss bits at the top and bottom of the field. Where's your steering wheel from? It's from Logitech, Archie. It's the Logitech heavy equipment wheel. Yeah, okay, so if I just drive in a straight line now, that is definitely pulling to the right. Look at that. Look at how far that's turning to the right. That is absolutely... So, again, you know it's not just my bad driving. Not today. Normally it would just be my bad driving, but today the wheel is actually misbehaving and pulling to the right. Which is why I'm making so many mistakes and missing so many bits right now. Okay, I don't think we've actually missed too much in this field compared to the other fields, which was... There's a few strips there, but we'll have a look afterwards and see how well a job we've done on the minimap. Okay. Let's have a look at the state of the field then. So, there are no visible gaps. I know we have missed a couple of tiny strips, but there are no visible gaps on the minimap, so I'm not gonna bother being a perfectionist about it. You know, we've got other stuff to be getting on with, and we've already been doing this for long enough. We'll get the last field planted, and then we'll skip ahead to April, which is when we're going to plant the soybeans in the other fields. tiny bit next door then. Okay. Hello. Give it a minute for everyone to get back in. What a disaster, as if it couldn't possibly get any worse. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Don't worry, I'm still here. I'm still alive. Welcome back. So it turns out that TikTok Studio also doesn't want to behave today, because I was just driving along, tried to tab over to TikTok Studio, and it crashed. So as if today wasn't going badly enough, as if we hadn't had enough problems already in today's stream, TikTok Studio crashed and my live got cut. But I'm back now. We're back in game. We're going to carry on. I do apologise if you were here just before the crash. Don't worry, you haven't missed anything. I stopped driving. I've been trying to restart TikTok Studio, but we're back now, and hopefully there won't be any more issues. Farm Sim Friday, yes, Lewis, it is Farm Sim Friday. I've actually been streaming for about 2 hours, but it for some reason TikTok Studio just crashed on me and the stream got cut, so I'm starting again. But I'm just going to carry on where I left off, and we'll say no more about it. So I'm currently in the process of planting oats. Hey Saul, hey Harry, how are you doing today? Ah, okay. Interesting development there. So it turns out if I want to change directions, I don't actually have to get out of the tractor. I just have to tab in and out of the cab. That also works. We can stay in the cab in this tractor actually, because it actually has one. In our other tractors, they're all open cabs, so it's very loud to drive in the cab view all the time. But in this one, it's okay. We can actually stay in the cab for a bit. So we're just going to finish off this field, and then I am going to skip ahead to April, where we're going to plant soybeans in our other fields. Ronan McCawleaf says crep. I assume you meant to type creep. Thank you very much. I'm wondering if we're actually going to have enough seed to do this whole field, or if it's time we went and bought some more. Thanks for following Jed Harper 90. Oh god, yeah, we're still missing quite a lot here. As I mentioned earlier, I can't help that. We're having some issues with the wheel today and the pedals. They're not behaving, which is resulting in even worse driving than usual. And my driving's not very good at the best of times, as you all already know. Have you thought about being a real farmer? I actually have thought about it, Harold, yes. I did consider going to agricultural college a few years ago when I finished secondary school, when I finished sixth form. But I ended up going to university instead. But it was something that I considered. I've always been very interested in farming. I grew up on and around farms a lot, so it's always been something that I've enjoyed doing. And like I say, it was something that I considered, but I just never... It never went anywhere. I never actually committed to that particular career. Poor parents, says Ronan. My parents love me, Ronan, very much. My dad's a regular viewer and follower here on TikTok. What do you have to do in Farming Sim? What's the aim of the game? It's just farming, Archie. You just keep farming and make money to get bigger and better equipment and continue the cycle of farming. Am I trans? Yes, I am trans, Tates, yes. Can't wait for FS25, says John Boy. Me too. Me too. I've pre-ordered the collector's edition. I'm very, very excited for it. we've got a couple more rows to do in this field. Let's try and speed it up a bit by not reversing this time. There we go. What crop are you planting? At the minute we are planting barley. Why did the live end? My TikTok studio crashed, Tyler. You couldn't make it up. Today's stream, like, so much has gone wrong in today's stream. And then the cherry on top, TikTok studio crashed. What changes with each game, says Harold? The biggest changes is just new equipment, new crop types. I know that in FS25 there are a few other changes. They're adding dynamic ground, ground deformation, very basic ground deformation, but still, you know, something that people have been requesting for a long time. There are tornadoes in the game now. I'm not sure how many people were asking for that, but it is a thing that's coming in FS25. And like I say, there's a lot of new equipment, there's a few new crop types, peas, beans, spinach. I still feel like the sensitivity is too low on the wheel right now. But that's all our oat fields planted, or barley fields, sorry. We're going to go and sleep, and then tomorrow we're going to plant our soybeans. And I think that'll probably be it for today's stream, actually, because we always do 3 days. I do love this Fiat, but my god is it slow. Fantastic tractor, very, very powerful for its size, but also it's slow. It does not go very fast. Okay, I'm not going to park it up because we're going to need it again tomorrow, but I will refill the seeder. Refill from there. Wait, those are our seeds, right? Oh no. No, those are just decorative. Do we actually have any seeds? I don't think we actually have any more seeds. Not a problem. We can buy some more. In fact, We'll do that in the morning. We'll sleep first, and then in the morning we'll buy some new seeds. Okay, it should be 1985 right now. Let me just adjust the... There we go. 1985, what a year. That means we are now 20 years in. Let's see what we've unlocked. I think that John Deere there's new. That's definitely new. Well, not new today, but new in the stream. The 62 plus 2. Okay, so there's a couple of new things. Oh, the Mac. Oh, I didn't realise that we'd unlocked that. the Max Superliner 6x4. Okay. We're not going to buy anything new just yet, though. We are going to get ourselves some new seed. And we're going to take the Massey to the shop. I think the Massey is still just stood in a field from last time. Yes, it is. But we'll take that to the shop to pick up the seed. Have I played any shooter games in the past? A few, Tyler. Yeah, I'm not a massive fan of FPS games, but I've played a couple. I am a big fan of COD Zombies. Turn beacon light on. Unfortunately, the beacon won't do anything right now, Lewis. It only responds to the in-game beacon, and this tractor doesn't have one. What's my favourite map? Ooh. I'm gonna say... No, I'm not gonna say Ascension, because it's such a basic bitch answer. Everyone says Ascension. But I do like Ascension. No, I quite like Zetsubou no Shima, honestly. Now, there's a controversial opinion. I actually really love Zetsubou no Shima from Black Ops 3. I know that's a hideously unpopular map, but I really like the atmosphere of it. But I feel like all the other maps that I like are just, like, popular maps. Like, Buried is another really popular map that I also enjoy. Like, the only one that I like that isn't, like, one of the most popular maps is probably Zetsubou. Okay, here we are. Oh, it's doing it in this tractor now as well. Great. What is going on right now? I genuinely... There we go. Nightmare. Absolute nightmare today has been at every possible opportunity. Let's see the beacon. Once again, the beacon will not work right now because the tractor that I'm driving doesn't have a beacon. It only works with the in-game beacon. Why are you always using old tractors? So we're playing with a mod, Lewis, called Through the Years. We're currently in 1985, so we can only buy tractors that would have been available in that year. This is actually the first tractor that we bought in this game, so I've kept this for sentimental reasons. But our other tractor, the Fiat 1300 DT, is much more modern, even though it does still have a classic styling. I don't know what we just hit there that made us go flying. Them cars don't look very 1985. No, the cars aren't part of the mods. Are you a fan of Origins, says Tyler? Not particularly, to be honest, Tyler. It's not one of my favourite maps. I like the idea, and obviously it's great that it kicks off the Primus crew and the Primus story. And I like that there are a lot of features in it that continued on into Black Ops 3. It does feel like the first Black Ops 3 map, even though it's from Black Ops 2, if you know what I mean. But I just personally don't really enjoy playing it. Like I say, I think it's a very important map, and it sets out a lot of improvements in zombies in general that continued into Black Ops 3. But I'm just not generally a fan of that map specifically. I need to know what lip colour you're wearing. Unfortunately, Vixen, the lipstick that I'm wearing doesn't actually have the colour names on the sticks. I can tell you the brand. The brand is Technic Colour Max Matte. I don't know if the camera will actually detect that very well. That's the brand, but it doesn't actually say anywhere on the stick what colour it is. This one's just a sort of nude colour. But yeah, Technicolor Max Matte, if anyone's interested in my lipstick. Thank you, it looks amazing. Thank you for saying so, Vixen Jade. Very much appreciated. Okay, so we're going to fill up the Fiat now. We're going to fill up the Cedar with our new crop. Vivix says red. It's definitely not red. If anything, it's brown if we were to put a name on it. Like I say, it's a nude colour, so it's close to like the natural colour of lips, but a little bit more brown. Let me shut those doors. They shouldn't be open. Bronze? It's definitely not bronze, no. Like I say, it's nude. Nude is the colour. Oh. Okay. Are we rolling? Okay. Let's just take a quick break to check the follow count. We're at 4940. Okay. It's not going to be today, is it? And the worst part is I genuinely think it could have been today if we didn't have so many problems earlier in the stream. Like, if the wheel had just worked properly and we'd actually gotten off to a smooth start in the stream, I genuinely think this could have been the day that we hit 5k. But at this point in the stream, it's too late, isn't it? We haven't even turned the... You know what? I'll just start again from this end. I remember a while ago we did a Euro Truck Simulator stream, where just everything went wrong. The game crashed twice. We got stranded in the Shetland Islands. Various other issues occurred. This is like the farming simulator equivalent of that. Just everything that could go wrong in today's stream has gone wrong. Which is a shame, because again, I was really hoping this would be a nice, pleasant stream and we'd coast all the way to 5k, but it turns out that hasn't happened. Thank you everyone who has followed, by the way, it's very much appreciated. But it's not going to be enough today. Let's be honest. Let's not try and kid ourselves anymore. Which means it's going to be another week. There's always Sunday. We have got some more Abe's Exodus on Sunday, but that's that never normally does that well either. So at this rate, it might not even be until next Trucking Tuesday. If you are enjoying though, and you haven't already followed, please do. You know, share the live stream with friends, send my videos to people who might enjoy them, etc, etc. Do what you can. Because I really am trying to reach 5k. I know it's not going well at the minute, but that is my goal. So, like I say, if you're enjoying the stream and you haven't already, please follow. If you got anyone who might enjoy the stream, please share it. You know, if you got anyone who might enjoy my videos, please share them as well. You should play Forza Horizon, says Bob. So I am thinking, once I've upgraded my wheel and I've got the Thrustmaster wheel that I'm planning on getting, I will be maybe trying some racing games. This wheel isn't really suitable for racing, it's a heavy equipment wheel. But I am planning on upgrading very soon, probably in the new year, to the Thrustmaster T248, which can be converted between heavy duty and racing. So once I've got a wheel that's actually compatible with racing games, I might play some, who knows, we'll see. Fit check, says Travis. What you see is pretty much what you get today, Travis. Nothing particularly exciting, just standard shirt and trousers. Although the shirt is cut out, so I've got an exposed shoulder on that side, as you can see. But I'm keeping it covered up because it's nice and warm. It's a pretty cold day, so having my hair over my shoulder just keeps my shoulder a little bit warmer. What's AMA? AMA means ask me anything, Will. And I will answer to the best of my ability, as long as it's you know, a nice, respectful question. Do I go outside like that? Yes, I do, CLA Army, frequently. For a long time I didn't. It did take a long time, and I'm sure, you know, other trans people will attest to the fact it takes a long time to get comfortable enough to go outside and, you know, to exist in public like this. But I do, yes, I do now. I haven't been outside not like this in, like, I'd say about 6 months is like the last time that I went outside, that I went out in public, mask presenting, as it were. What did your mum and dad say? They were very good about it, Tate. I came out to them back in 2021, July. In fact, when I when I at the time that I came out, I still wasn't 100% sure if I actually was trans. I was still thinking about it. I was still like considering it and trying to understand it. But I thought the best thing to do was to tell them about it. Even though I didn't know for sure, I thought the best thing to do was to tell them what I was feeling and what I was going through, and they could hopefully be there for me in a very, you know, confusing time for myself, trying to figure things out. And they were, and here I am now, 3 years later. And it is strange to think that things could have gone very, very differently if they'd not taken it as well as they did. But best not to think about it like that. Best not to, you know. Best to just be happy that they did take it so well. Do I like F1? Do you mean like F1 racing? I'm not really into racing or cars in general, to be honest. What are your opinions on people identifying as cats? I don't think that they're doing that, Will. I'll be honest with you, I think that's a thing that's not happening. Hey, says Joe Official 19. Hey Joe, how are you doing today? Thanks for following Jack Whitwell 1810. So we're still missing bits, but not as many bits as we were missing earlier. I think I'm starting to get the hang of this now, even though I will fix the issues with the wheel that have been occurring in today's stream. But I think we've managed to pretty much overcome them. Will says, sorry mate, but it is. People are identifying as cats and other animals. No, they're not. Once again. It turns out that you can just make things up and people on the internet will believe that it's actually happening. It's not. People aren't identifying as cats. It simply doesn't happen. I don't know who's told you that it is, but they were lying to you. And they were probably lying to you to make trans people in general look bad, because that's 99% of the time why they lie about stuff like that. Because if they tell you, oh, people are identifying as cats, you are going to hear that and think, oh, that sounds ridiculous. And then by association, you will start to think that trans people in general are also ridiculous. DZX Ken, sorry. Future plans in life. I've kind of just taken it as it comes at the moment. I've spoken before about my my career ambitions, which is to work in game development. I have a degree in game design. At the minute, I'm sort of working on my portfolio. I, do little projects and try to keep myself... Oh, the camera's gone off. Now, why has it done that? Sorry about that, folks. Oh, there it is again, magically back on. I don't get it. I don't get just... What is it with today's stream? Everything, literally everything has gone wrong. Oh. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Yeah, at the minute, I'm just working on my portfolio. I'm making, doing little projects to keep my skills sharp and keep up to date with the industry, because it's a very fast-paced industry. There's always new softwares coming out and new technologies, and it's very much an industry where, well, I think with any career, even if you're not doing it at this moment, if that's the career that you want to do, then you need to make sure that you're keeping up to date with like developments and stuff like that, which is what I try to do. Even though right now I'm not working in game design, it is what I want to eventually be doing, so it's important that I keep up to date with new developments in the industry and stuff like that. And like I say, I work on my portfolio so that when I do go to employers, when I do go to game studios and apply, I can say, here's some of the games that I've worked on in my free time. Here's some of the little projects that I've made. So yeah, but to answer the original question, my ambition really is to work in game design. I'd love to be a solo developer. That would be an absolute dream, but also I don't think it's likely to happen because I don't necessarily have the skill set to do all of it myself. I think I'd be much better suited to work in as part of a larger game development team. Do I have qualifications? Yes, CLA Army, as mentioned earlier, I have a second-class Bachelor of Science in Creative Computing with a focus in game design, so I do have a degree in game design. Saul, you look amazing today. Love the fit. Thank you very much, Stace. Much appreciated. I've got, like I mentioned earlier, I've got the old the cutout neck top, which I very much like. Would you play Bus Sim? Yes, Joe Official. So a lot of people have been asking me to play Bus Simulator, and I definitely do want to check it out. People have recommended, in particular, OMSI, because there's quite a few bus simulators out there, but OMSI I've heard is the one to go for, is the best one. So I will probably be checking that out at some point. Do I play Truck Sim? Yes, I do, Rian. I play Truck Sim every Tuesday on live, so if you want to see me playing it live, join me on Tuesdays for that. I'm actually currently in the process of upgrading my trucking setup. I've got a handbrake that's coming next week, and I'm also going to be ordering a gear shifter in October, which should make my Euro Truck streams a lot more immersive. As you can probably see from the stuff that I've already got, I do like to... I like my peripherals, I like my wheel and my pedals and my flashing light and etc, etc. So yeah, getting the handbrake and the gear shifter is gonna, just make it that a little bit more immersive. And then when FS25 comes out, we're gonna be getting the ignition key with the collector's edition. So this desk is gonna be a lot more full in a couple of months' time. Put it that way. You have a lovely figure, I'm jealous. Thank you, Em. That's so kind of you to say. I'm sure you have a lovely figure as well. Okay, we've still got half an hour left, but we have finished with the planting for today. I'll have a quick look and see if there's any contracts that we can do just for a little bit of extra cash and to kill some time. We are skint again. We are down to less than 5 grand. Let's have a quick look in the field and just first of all make sure that we have actually covered everything. Yep, no missed bits. So we've now got field 19, as you can see there, is soybeans, and then field 23, 14 and 1, they are all barley. So that is our crops planted for the year. Are there any contracts? There's a couple of spraying contracts, so we could do one of those just to finish things off. If we do field 72, that seems to be the best price. Where is field 72? It better not be massive. It's kind of big. Second is field 21 for 9k. Oh, that's the one right next to us. Yeah, we'll do that one. Okay, and we'll use this tractor. We might as well. Refill the seeder for next time, and we will. I'll leave the seeder in here for now. I mean, we're not going to need it again till next year anyway, so we might as well just dump it at the back of this shed and forget about it. And then we need to get the sprayer, which I believe is in this shed here. Yes, it is. It's in a very awkward place, though. I don't know why I put it there. Oh, wrong way. We're driving backwards, so the steering's reversed. I'll tell you why I put it there, because when I actually bought it, we had much smaller tractors, so it made sense to put it here. Now that we've got a much bigger tractor, it's very hard to maneuver around this garage, so I think when we've done with it, we'll put it somewhere a little bit more accessible for this machine. And it's empty. Of course it's empty. There we go. What do we need? We need fertilizer, not herbicides. This one's fertilizer. Good. How's the farming going? Not bad, Will. Not bad. I mean, apart from the fact that I have to keep constantly flipping between interior and exterior cam because there's an issue with my pedals, which means I can't reverse and then go forward again. Long story. If you were here earlier in the stream, you'll know what the issue was. I'm not going to get into it right now. I've just turned the engine off. Unfold. There we go. Okay, so it's this field here, which, like I say, is fortunately right next to our farm, so it's going to be easy enough if we need to go back and refill. Okay, 1 second, just before we start. Okay, let's do it. Oop. Turn on. There we go. Move, move. Okay, so this is only for a contract, so we don't have to be perfect. We can afford to miss quite a bit. We'll just do a rough job. Oh, I think I can hear the church bells again. Okay, we got about 25 minutes left of the stream, and still over 50 followers to go to hit 5k, so it might be desperate, but I'm going to put in one final request to you guys. If you are enjoying the stream, please follow if you haven't already. Share the stream with friends, send my videos to people who might enjoy them, do whatever you can. But please, 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 it would make me so incredibly happy if we could hit 5k by the end of today's stream. So like I say, if you haven't already followed, please do. Share the stream, do whatever you can, and let's make it happen. Please, please, please. You have no idea how happy I would be if we could finally hit it in today's stream. Thanks for following Mike and Jacob Brown 2003 right now. Have I fixed the dead zone? I have, Sonny, yes. Unfortunately, there are other issues that I haven't fixed yet. So we got a problem with the camera drifting. You can't see it on a small scale, but the camera drifts. The vehicle is still pulling to the right. And there's an issue with the pedals, which means I can't change gears from forward to reverse. But I'm going to fix all that off camera before the next stream. Don't worry, we will iron out these kinks. Thanks for following Brooklyn72. Thanks for following Farmer F, or Farmer ETH, sorry, 22. What game tomorrow? I'm not actually streaming tomorrow, Fring. So I don't stream on Saturdays, but I will be streaming Oddworld Abe's Exodus on Sunday. For the third and final time, because we're actually going to be finishing Abe's Exodus on Sunday's stream. Or I think we will anyway, we're very near the end. It's going to be strange actually, I've never finished a game on stream. Because I don't really play... Like the games that I normally play on stream are stuff like Euro Truck, Farming Sim, Minecraft. I've never actually played like a narrative game on stream before, so like... What happens if we finish the game like an hour into the stream? Do we just end the stream there, an hour in? I guess we'll find out if we finish it in an hour or not on Sunday. Do I stream on Monday? Not currently, Fring. I do have a series called Minecraft Monday, but it's on a bit of a break at the minute. It will be returning in October. So yeah, normally I stream Minecraft on Mondays, but I'm not doing it for the next few weeks. Do I play different games? So at the minute I stream Euro Truck on a Tuesday and Farm Sim on a Friday, and Abe's Exodus on a Sunday. Those are the only games that I'm playing on stream at the minute. Farming Sim and Euro Truck are my two like long-running series, as well as Minecraft Monday when it returns. There are other games that I want to play on stream and will do eventually. For example, a lot of people have requested for me to play OMSI, which is a bus simulator. Oh, we're out. And yeah, like I said, there are plenty of other games that I want to play and that we'll get around to eventually. But for now, it's just Farming Sim and Euro Truck. You can see what I mean about the camera drift right now, though. Like I'm not touching the thumbsticks, but the camera is slowly drifting down to the bottom left, to the bottom right. Sorry. Trolls are in, says Ellie. When aren't they, Ellie? To be fair, it's always towards the end of the stream as well that it starts to get overrun. But you know, let them have their fun. Okay, so I think we're looking at about 75% finished on this field. Nearly done. I am going to cut a bit off there, but it's okay. Like I say, we don't have to cover every square inch of the field because it's only a contract. If we miss any, it doesn't really matter. Why is your money so low? Because I spent it on this tractor, actually. Yeah, we only bought this tractor in today's stream about 2 hours ago, so it's brand new. Well, actually, it's not brand new. We got it in the used vehicle sale, so it's second hand. It's brand new to us. Thanks for following, Josh H17. How's the contract looking? 87%. Okay, we might have to try and go back over some bits. How do you know where you've already sprayed? So you can't actually tell just by looking at the field, but the mini-map in the corner does show you which bits have been fertilised. Great setup, says Ashman. Thanks very much, Ashman. It's going to get even better very soon. I'm going to be upgrading with a handbrake, gear shifter, and ignition key. And then after Christmas, in the new year, I'm going to be looking at replacing the wheel as well. But that's not really a priority right now. Okay, yeah, we have missed a couple of bits, so we'll try and get what we can to make it up to 100%. $94, okay. this one's actually going to have to be a bit more perfect than I'd planned. Thanks for following, Ashman. $95. Oh, it's going to be one of these fields, isn't it? Thanks for following, Ryan. Let me know the follower count, by the way, guys, because I can't see it without tabbing out of the game. Let me know how close we are. 96%. God, this is getting tedious now. Am I done yet? 97%. Oh my god. 51 followers till 5k. Thank you, Ellie. Yes, it's so it's not happening today, which is a shame. But like I say, I think it's mostly because of the issues that we had earlier on in the stream. I think if the stream had started out right, we might have made it today. But never mind, it is what it is. There's always next week. How is this not done yet? Oscar says you just aired me. I have. That's literally the first comment I've seen from you, Oscar. So, what mod is that? If you mean the tractor is base game. Oh no, it's not base game, is it? This it was base game in FS19. It's a mod for FS22. It's the Fiat 1300 DT. Okay, let's cash in. 9k. A lot more fertilizing contracts have just popped up, so we will do another. But before I do field 18, what's in it? What's in it? Because I want to actually be able to see what I'm doing this time. Field 18 is the one just down there. Okay, nope. Have we got a field that's not been planted in yet? Uh, 31. Where's that on the map? That also looks planted in. Okay. You know what? We'll just take this. Wait, where's 27? Yeah, we'll take it. Just refill the sprayer before we go. Oh, we can't refill the sprayer. We've ran out of fertilizer. That one's dummy. Okay. We'll make a quick stop at the shop on our way. And buy some more. No, we won't, because we can't afford to buy any more, can we? It costs 15k. What are you doing? Okay. Fertilizer, anywhere. 15,104. We can't afford the fertilizer, which means we can't afford to do your contract. Sorry, mate. Cancel. Yep. I don't think there's anything else we can do today then, which is unfortunate. I mean, we could sell the baler. Do we need the baler? I'm going to sell the baler. And since we've sold the baler, we're not going to need the windrower either. I will keep the bale loader because we've got some bales still to sell, so I'll keep the bale loader. But the actual baler, that's now gone. Which means we can afford to buy some fertilizer. So don't worry, we're not done yet. Okay, so we've only got 50 to go, apparently. Again, please make it happen if you haven't already. Do give me a follow. Although, I think it's probably unrealistic to think that we're going to hit 5k in today's stream. It's too late. That ship sailed. Ooh. What tractor is that? This, Agritom, is the Fiat 1300 DT. Thanks for following. Odin and Man United is the best. Manu, thank you very much. Jimmy Doe, thank you. You never know, there could be one last big push, one final wave. But that's up to you guys. You know, if you're feeling generous, make sure you're sharing the stream. And you never know, it could still happen. There's only like 10 minutes left, so I don't know. Unless I decide to go over just a little bit, just a smidge. Can you drive cars with trailers? Yes, you can. Not all trailers will fit the car, obviously, but the in-game cars that you can buy do have drawbars. So they can pull certain trailers. Are you a vegetable? Says Daniel's Cerulis. Nope, I'm not a vegetable. Okay, so we're going to buy a pallet of fertilizer. I think we were going with the Cortiva because, yeah, because I was buying Corteva fertilizer and then the other brand for the herbicide so that I don't get the containers mixed up. Thanks for following, Oscar. What currency is that, says James? The currency is Polish zloty. Thanks for following, Porsche 911. Thank you for following, Daniel Cerulis. What steering wheel is that? This, Luke, is the Logitech Heavy Equipment wheel. It's part of the Logitech Heavy Equipment bundle, which also includes the panel and pedals. It's £230, and you can buy it direct from Logitech. How long ago did you convert? I've been out for 3 years, Oscar. 3 years in July, so just over 3 years now. Okay, it's field 20. I think it was 29, right? So we need to go left here. Thanks for following, James. Have you had the op? No, I haven't, and I don't plan to either. Thanks for following, Chris Cowton5. Fair play to you for being new. Thank you very much. It's very nice of you to say. What field are we in again? Oh, we didn't actually take the contract, so now the field is now the field's no longer available. Why you chop it off? I literally just said not 90 seconds ago that I have not and will not have the operation. I don't want to chop it off. It's still there, and it always will be. Okay. Anyway, let's have a look at what's the best price then. 6-2. I agreed I wasn't going to do field 18. Field 31. Where is that? Oh, it's the soybean field behind. Do I prefer steering over keyboard and mouse? Absolutely, Scarecrow, yeah. I think it just makes the game feel so much more immersive. I love Farming Sim, and I would love it, you know, with a controller or a keyboard and mouse or whatever, but playing it with a steering wheel is just a totally different experience. It's so fun. Oh, is that field 31? Okay, we're doing field 30. No. Is that field 31? If it is, we're taking it. We're taking that contract. It is! Good, it doesn't have anything in it, which means we'll actually be able to see what we're doing. Cut your hair, says Big Louie. Nope. What are your pronouns? She, her, thanks for asking, Daniel Cerulis. Love your lives, thanks Noah. Bender, thanks Noah. Maduke CFC says, hey, how you doing? Thanks for following as well. Much appreciated. Thanks for following Sneaky Eel. People are just awful, says Ellie. Not all of them. There's definitely some unpleasant people out there, but like I've said many times before, the only reason that I'm here is because there are so many nice people here as well. Like I wouldn't do this if it was just negativity everywhere, but it isn't. You know, there's I get a lot of positive comments. I get a lot of people who actually do enjoy my content and my lives, and that makes it worthwhile. You're always going to get a few people who are less savoury. Thanks for following Corky, by the way. Sorry, I didn't catch that straight away. I enjoy your lives. Thank you, Ellie. That means a lot. Thanks for following Elliot Laws. Okay, we are past 6 o'clock now. Obviously, I'm going to carry on until this particular field's done. Remember me, says Scottish AV. Yes, I do. How are you doing today? The top's amazing, by the way. Thank you, Scarecrow. I love this one. It's got a cutout of the side, which I really love. Looking gorge. Thanks, Alf T. Very kind of you. How long have you grown your hair out? For 3.5 years, Scarecrow. I last got my hair cut in just after Christmas 2020. So almost 4 years now, actually. Thanks for following Cute Key. What did you have for breakfast, says QP. I had fruit and fibre. I like fruit and fibre. I like all that, you know, muesli, bran flakes, all the boring stuff that's good for you. Can I shout out your brother, says Adam24. Who's your brother, Adam? Let me know his name. What's your favourite meal? Says M. My favourite meal. I'm actually going to change my usual answer because I get asked this question a lot, and I usually say pie. And I do like pie. Don't get me wrong. I like a nice pie. But on reflection, I don't think I would call pie my favourite meal. I'd say pie is my favourite like individual food item. But in terms of a meal, I would say a full English breakfast. Because I absolutely love a full English breakfast. And when I say full, I mean full. It's got to have everything on it. If it doesn't have everything, then it's not a full English breakfast, right? That means sausage, bacon, eggs, beans, tomato, mushrooms, hash browns, toast, everything. That's a full English breakfast. And that is the best meal I've ever eaten. I love full English breakfast. Okay. What time are we on? We're 5 minutes over. Yeah, we're not getting 38 more followers in today's stream, so I think we'd best write that off as a lost cause. But I am going to carry on for just a little bit longer anyway, because I would like to do one more contract. We're going to have to go to the shop first to refill the sprayer. Keep streaming, please. Don't worry, I am going to keep streaming for just a little bit longer. Not too much longer. I've got tea to make. What are you making for tea? We're having some pasta and meatballs. Got a jar of bolognese sauce. No garlic bread, unfortunately. We haven't got any in, but yeah, I've got a jar of bolognese sauce, meatballs, pasta, a bit of cheese. Who do you live with? I live with my brother and his girlfriend. You have a nice house, thanks, Daniels. What's your favourite dessert? Cheesecake. I love cheesecake. Absolutely, hands down, like no doubt in my mind about that. Cheesecake is my favourite dessert. What flavour cheesecake? Lemon. Lemon cheesecake. Beautiful. All cheesecake's good, but lemon cheesecake is like the best of the best. Oreo cheesecake. Ooh, yes. Now that is good. With ice cream or without ice cream? I prefer it without. I've never understood ice cream with cheesecake. It's just never been a thing for me. The map will is Osada, O-S-A-D-A. It's a Polish map. It's on the mod hub, and it is crossplay. What's your favourite chocolate? Bourneville. I love dark chocolate. I am a dark chocolate enjoyer, and Bourneville is my favourite chocolate bar. Crisps. Ooh. There was a time that I would have said prawn cocktail, but I don't know if that's true anymore. I used to absolutely love prawn cocktail. I used to just eat nothing but prawn cocktail crisps. But I'm not sure now if I'd call it my favourite. I don't want to say ready salted because that's like the most basic answer I could possibly give. But I kind of like ready salted, you know? I think I've been extravagant enough, you know, if my favourite cheesecake is lemon cheesecake and my favourite chocolate bar is Bourneville, I think I'm allowed to take the boring choice on crisps and say ready salted. You can't beat them, they're plain and simple, they go with everything, you know, they're fine, you know, they're good crisps. Okay, what field are we actually doing? I realise now that I haven't actually picked a field to do. Biscuits, ginger nuts. Love ginger nuts. I'm making lemon cheesecake in food tech on Monday, says Bob. Good luck with it, Bob. It's a fine dessert to make. Hope you'll enjoy it. Is your dad proud? Incredibly, Cube Key, yes. My dad actually follows me here on TikTok and he joins my live streams sometimes. He is incredibly proud of me. Okay, field 13. We're not doing 18 because I can't see the ground in there. Field 22, maybe. Let's go. Drink Iron Brew. Iron Brew, Jason. If you're a regular viewer of mine, you'll already know this, but Iron Brew is my absolute favourite soft drink. Your parents must be proud. Yes, they are, Savage. I literally just answered this question about 90 seconds ago. My parents are both incredibly proud of me. My dad is a regular viewer of mine here on TikTok. Okay, we'll take this one because there's no crops in it. And then this is going to be our last job of the day, for sure. Have I tried Jurassic Park Evolution? I haven't ever played that, Jamie, no. I'll be honest. I've never even heard of it. What sort of game is it? Would you be able to say happy birthday to my pal Harry Pick, please? Yes, sure. Happy birthday, Harry Pick. I assume that that's a real name. I can't see any sort of hidden pun or anything there, but, you know, believe it or not, it's very common for people to try to get me to read out joke names on stream. But like I say, that one sounds real, so... what's the game called? This game, Stella, is Farming Simulator 22. No tricks involved, just we both love your content. That's fair enough, Alf T. So, like I say, sorry for being a bit apprehensive about it, but like I say, you would not believe how many strange names people have asked me to read out in the past. So I'm always just a little bit cautious. But yes, happy birthday to Harry Pick. Okay, so This is only going to take about 5 minutes, so we are drawing very, very close to the end of the stream now. I am going to ask for one final time. I know we're not going to hit 5k today, that ship's sailed, but I will just say one more time, if you are enjoying and you haven't already followed, please do. It's a bit late to share the live stream now because it's already over, but it's already nearly over, but I will just say that one last time. And maybe we'll get to 5k on Sunday. We'll see. How long have we been streaming for? For about 3 hours, Madison. Actually 3 hours and 14 minutes. We've overrun a little bit today. Do I like farming? Yes, I do, Stella. Absolutely love it. Farming is very much in my blood. My granddad worked on a farm all of his life, and he used to take me to work with him on Saturdays. Almost every weekend throughout my childhood, I used to go to work with him. So I sort of grew up on and around farms most of my life. Surprisingly, I never ended up actually doing it myself as a job, but like I say, I have been exposed to farms and farming for all my life, and it is definitely something that I enjoy. I live on a farm, says Stella. Cool. Please ignore the negative comments, Stella. I thought it was an interesting little fact for you to share. They are just trolls, so, you know, don't give them any attention. My granddad ran a farm in Thorn near you. I think you mentioned last week, Em. Yeah, I think you mentioned that you that your family had a farm nearby. Is 3-point turns at the end of every line the proper way to do it? It kind of depends on the size of the equipment and the size of the field. I think in this field I probably would be better just doing a U-turn. Let's try and do a U-turn, actually. Ah, nearly. A little bit wide. The Fiat is hard to turn around. Yeah, it doesn't have the smallest turning circle, definitely. Oh, never mind. The contract's finished anyway, so we don't need to do any more than that. So let's take this back to the farm, and then I think we'll wrap up the stream for today. Thanks for following. Okay, and while I'm at it, I'll park this thing up properly. If you wanted to see the beacon light in action, here's your chance. Oh. Once again, guys, I do apologise for some of the trolls that are out in full force today. Unfortunately, none of my mods are online at the minute, and we're so close to the end of the stream, I thought I'll just let them get on with it and not bother blocking them. But please don't let them. Please don't let them bother you. There we go. So, we bought a new combine, a new tractor, we did some contract work, and we planted our crops for the year. I'd say we've done a pretty decent day's work today, all in all. Especially considering we had so much trouble getting the stream started earlier. Mad Borny says she's changing her name to Sally, apparently. Nope, my name's Saul, and I have no intention of changing it at all. In fact, I uploaded a video about a month ago where I showed my deed poll. Like, I have legally changed my name, but I kept my first name, Saul. I've never liked the name Sally, actually. I've never once in my life ever wanted to be called Sally. So I don't know where you've got that from. But yeah, like I say, I think all in all, it started off a bit rough. We had some issues with the wheel and the pedals, but we managed to get them sorted out, and I think all in all, it's been a pretty decent stream. Thanks for following Melly Thompson 9791 and Chewis. M says, I love how you are so cool with some of the clowns on here. Well, you've kind of got to be, M, you know what I mean? Because the thing is, no matter what you do, they will exist. There's always going to be trolls, there's always going to be people leaving negative comments, and you can either get upset about it, which is what they want, or you can just, you know, clown them back, which is what I try to do. There we go. Okay, I think we're going to call it a day there. So I'm just going to skip ahead to tomorrow, as always, and then we can start the next stream in, what is it, April? No, May, sorry. It's just been April. There we go. Oh, we didn't even collect the money from that contract. There we go. So we have 74k, or just under 75 at the end of today's stream. Not bad, not bad. But I think we are going to have to call it there. We managed to reach 4970, which is absolutely incredible. Still 30 to go. But there's no way. I'd have to keep streaming for another 2 or 3 hours to reach that, based on how quickly or how slowly, sorry, we've been going today. But it is very much appreciated, everyone who has followed today. I'm hoping that we might be able to hit 5k in Sunday's stream. I'm aware that Abe's Exodus doesn't perform as well as my other streams usually, but then again, today's stream hasn't performed too well anyway. I've had a good time, don't get me wrong, and there were some problems earlier, which is what I think was the reason that not many people joined, because we did have a lot of issues earlier with the wheel messing up, and then TikTok Studio crashed, and some other crap went down. But all in all, I have had a good time. Thank you all so much for joining. If you did enjoy the stream and you haven't already followed, please do. Share my videos and streams with other people who you think might enjoy them. And if you'd like to support me financially, you can follow my Patreon. One second. Sorry. Oh, I've accidentally rubbed out one of the names there. Here's my current Patreons. We got Cantok, Billy Smith, Alfie Kurd, Ryan and Jacob Adventures, and Liam Scoble, whose name I've accidentally rubbed out a bit. Sorry, Liam. But those are my current Patreon supporters. If you want to support me on Patreon, there's a link in my bio. It's $5 a month with a 7-day free trial in exchange for behind-the-scenes access. You've heard it all before. You know the drill. It's there if you want to do it. If not, that's absolutely fine. A follow would be just as appreciated. But I am going to call it there for today. I'm going to get off and go make myself something to eat. And I will see you all on Sunday for the next live stream. So bye-bye, everyone. See you next time.